Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literacy Club. So let's continue with the game. Here we go, guys. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Beat Saiyan. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Oh, why is my stupid freaking thing doing this? It's annoying me. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why's that all of a sudden? No reason, really. This thing is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. The music. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and opens it and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. Why did you even know? How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to convincingly forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Uriel suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Beat Saiyan to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you could responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischief little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough redemption. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Uh, I really like you when you speak your mind, Uriel. Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to upset the revolution. Redemption. That... Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Slap! Cat! Out of nowhere, something smacks in the face and trembles on the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Is it because I paid my restitution? Redemption. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you bab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Really? She got hit. She got hit with a cookie and she's happy. Who is this frickin' woman? Girl, should I say? She's a girl, sorry. Not a woman. They're in high school, but whatever. Oh, whatever floats my boat. No, we're not thinking about Pennywise. Get out of it, Pennywise. Screw you. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. I've done that a lot of times, so yeah, I know what it feels like, Sayori, so this time it's not me. Oh, I've seen Butch Buddy's tongue too. Yeah, I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Do you think I'd give you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez! I get it! Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches out to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Uriel and I laugh as well. Geez, such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Uh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh hell no! She's planning her evil plan. Her evil plan. She's the witch of all the demons. She's a demon from hell. Oh wow. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Oh, come on! God damn it! Monica! That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. It's the she-devil herself! Look at her, what? It's the she-devil from hell! Sorry, I couldn't hold that in. Sorry, that sounded too speedy. Sorry, I'm very super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica choose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Well, I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. Sorry, guys. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, beat the Saiyan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean it any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischief escape. Go away, virus, or skit in the dick. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Uriel is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Beat the Saiyan! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with me to Saiyan to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Ah, but I wanted to go. Oh, hell no, bruh. Hell no. You know, any choices I do, they end up hanged or killed. Oh, I really do not want to see the terror behind this. It's so much fun exploring empty cautions and stuff. okay. I actually have to keep the she-devil intact, so sorry, Sayori. I have to... It was just a suggestion. See if you can find... See if you can find the poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, beat the Saiyan? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips along the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literacy. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recycle their favorite poems. Recycle. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Beat the saying? You're not thinking about it right now, after all. No, wait, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say, the lines of a poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the full joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I took in every direction, the once preposterous field before me. Prosperous. Prospendous field before me. Is but a barren wasteland. Like that, Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's a pretty unorphanary construct to your cute self. Unorphan unordinary construct to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun! Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, beat the singing! This hallway over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty not nos nostalgic feeling for me. As the year went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons? Sayori pulls a box of... But Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, there's one. Alright, there's one down. Don't get distracted. We need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one on accident. By accident. Smack. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her head right into the shelf. Ouch, I've done that before too. No freaking hurt. She falls... No, actually, I hit my head on the taxi, I hit my head on the taxi thing. on the taxi. like inside when you try to get in, I accidentally bumped my head. She falls to the floor and the crayon spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the wrist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gotta swell up. I should find you some ice. Big to Saiyan? Where would I even find ice around this time? Ah, I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wrenching from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah! Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle. Sayori places the bottle against the bump of her head. It stings! Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons. It looks like you cleared up most of the crayons. That's good. Hey, beat the Saiyan. This kinda reminds me of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of obvious in you oblivious. Kind of obvious. Oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scratch myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kinda like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Beat the Saiyan, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Beat the Saiyan, I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think it'd be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside, that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. So, Sayori hops to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast of her. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump out without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the show. Big mouth. Well, anyway, were you able to find anything we needed? Uh-huh. I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Beat the Saiyan. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. I'm going to start with Monica first, so she doesn't get any funny thoughts, okay? Hi again, Beat the Saiyan. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dramatic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it's a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri or Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me and every now and then too. I'm not like approachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah? I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piecing, red, green, blue. An endless possibly of madness. Noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violets, grunting, waveforms, squeaking, squealing, squeaking, squealing, piecing, sigh, cause it. Tenga, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a urine on a pizza crust. An endless poem of madness. Load me! Daddy! 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 No, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh God, it's crazy! Oh shit, it's crazy! Oh my God, it's crazy! Oh shit, it's crazy! Oh God, it's crazy! Oh God, it's crazy! It's crazy! It's crazy! Oh my God, it's crazy! Oh God! Oh God, sorry. Hold on, mate. Give me a goddamn second. I'm trying to recover from my cough. Hold on a minute. I'm still recovering from. I want to load you. I don't want to. Ah, shit. I don't want to load you. I don't want to load you at all. I know what you're capable of, murderer. It's even more absurd than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Ah, hell no, bruh! You think I don't like this? Bruh! Oh, sure, I like it. So, Monica, it's very good. Yeah, I like it, Monica. No, no, I would never say that. Yeah, right. It's just the kind of thing I'd never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Oh, my God. I'm going to go to these websites and now I'm going to freaking block them. They're freaking annoying me. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. You mean you're trying to no wait. Try to get into our world. Sorry, something bad's happening. I'm trying to get it out. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. Hello, bruh! A poem can be as absurd as physical expression of a feeling, of a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not even every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a different decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Oh, thanks for the tip, Monica. I'll say it when I need to. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something expected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even saying? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Sorry. I'm gonna try Sayori. Beat Saiyan, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so. No way! Not even Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is the at least likely to admit how much she likes something. Well, I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot! I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fluttering her, fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, beat the Saiyan. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being in attractive of her interactive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'd like it. Battles, I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie. It's the special place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and my forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf. And all of the other battles, happy thoughts in battle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each battle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a battle to the same day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more battles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping, I blow dust off my battle caps. It doesn't feel like time expired. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my battles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the title between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I heard is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh no, that's scary, very scary. Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. You being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you could be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. I even it even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing it like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this this I wonder if this is one of the times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pers- pessimistic. Who should I show my bottom to next? I'm going to show it to Ariel. Let's see what let's see what you've written today. Hmm. Well done, Peter Saiyan. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Ariel. Coming from you, that means a lot. Uh, it's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it's like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try and letting your mind wander through my feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way of trying to enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate excuse. I see. That's a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you write today? You wrote for today? Uriel nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon, it happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuffling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an on origin oh, and ordinary on the no on ordinary um ordinary human unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the sim- since Si- S- symptoms symptoms the bred my hungry curiosity. The raccoon and rage, urge, an urge that moon in cements its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. Oh, hell nah, bruh! The very same light that gushes in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited on perhaps I mentally projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I banish, but, but every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic. I don't like this. This is getting scary. I this is one of my okay. I'm trying. Well, let's just say Parver Parver Parvala con, conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphoric. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my pref- preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagine Im- imagery and converting emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things uh, I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why did you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that be saying? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's different sometimes, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I wouldn't probably hate myself. I wouldn't. I would probably hate myself. I might be writing a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Sorry, okay. Hmm. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew, what? Well, anything that it isn't a train wreck, I take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday. That's, uh, I'll just save it, guys. Let's see what happens. Okay. Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, it kinda reminds me of Sayori's problem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type of us. Sayori has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we're, e- we're each taking care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh, yes, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I've heard about Amy. Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I'd heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sung the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with what's simpler ag, ag, and logic, and logics. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes me happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Uriel write about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Uriel? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That that people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Uriel's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she had some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Uh, it's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has a trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Uriel makes me feel insecure yesterday. But the way she put it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like converting emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too. So look forward to it. Alright, okay everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Eh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we all can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a that's a that's a certain of minds as well. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Okay, where is Sayori? Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? P- Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to re- recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Uriel shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Uriel have never shared their bonds with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry, but I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literacy is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and recycling a poem. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Uriel remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Uh, okay then. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Uriel? Uriel directly glances around at everyone else's expect, expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Uriel. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Uriel. But anyway, let's move on let's move on onto the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's start. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in her mind for herself. She then stands behind the Coliseum. Emon. Polyum. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is precise. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I'm gonna say to Monica and let's see what happens. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Sorry. Uriel has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recital. The reception, the recitation, recitation. Recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Uriel's fired up all of a sudden. Uriel clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called. Uriel anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Uriel. It's called After Image of a Crystal Eye. Uriel's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Uriel gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Uriel gets absorbed. It's almost like what happens when Uriel gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp stabilize of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she in and inaudibly with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the wielding fire. Uriel keeps concentral inside her head. Consent consent out. Consent inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Uriel snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. I. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applying. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Uriel the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Uriel holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Uriel, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Uriel is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah! Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you were reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's it's senile and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even beat the Saiyan like that. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nice, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems on your where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. Then that they might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick up a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki. Don't make me go before beat the Saiyan. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Peter Saiyan know everyone's standard is a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of the section of what I read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of a podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that one, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your reading. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leads you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki gingerly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The podium is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the podium is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her soul and attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unfused, her poem has a rhythm and has a and rhyme to it. A, a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back she hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming though. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you don't pick up Harlem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I've been making pamphlets, ahead so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already persistently surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's it's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can't do this. I can do. Sorry. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, beat the scene. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Sorry. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But Today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori! Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's say that one day, Uriel asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. If I kill you, if I kill Sayori, I'm sorry, Sayori. Oh my god, I'm sorry. No, it's not actually my fault. Monica's the one who kills, makes Uriel kill herself. Not my fault. Walking home with Uriel, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for you to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admit it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating 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 something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're searching things. See, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. No one in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me for such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video, guys. Aw, man. Bye, Monica! Bye, Monica. See you guys. See you guys in the next video. I think the second to last video, I think. So, yeah. Bye, guys.